Hi there, my beautiful thrivers. Welcome back to another video with Thriving in Chaos. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. You've just clicked on one of my WTF Wednesday videos, which stands for Weekly Tracking of Finances. This is where I go over the past week of online expenses and we replace that money by unstuffing some cash envelopes and depositing it right back into the bank to cover those expenses. If you've ever been curious on how the cash envelope system works with online expenses and digital spending, then this would be the video for you. My channel is primarily based on my budgeting journey using the cash envelope system, building hefty savings and financial security. So if this is something that might interest you, or if you're looking for some motivation or inspiration for your own budgeting journeys, or simply some entertainment, then welcome. Thank you for being here. Consider hitting that subscribe button and joining my thriving community. I'd love for you to be a part of my family and to be your weekly inspiration for your own budgeting journey. If you're already one of my current subscribers, one of my thrivers, hi, how you doing? I hope you guys have been having a good week so far. And without further ado, let's get started. It's been a week. I have not spent as much as I did last time because Christmas and everything. I spent a lot last week. Didn't have a lot of money in Christmas this time, but that will probably be changing this upcoming Friday. So next Wednesday, we'll probably have a lot of expenses. But for now, I do have some expenses, so we're going to go over those. But before I do, I want to go ahead and give us our prompter card. So how are you guys doing? I am just going to grab one of these. We'll make it quick. Let's go with this one. What is missing from your life lately? That's a really thought-provoking question, I feel. What's missing from your life lately? This one really makes you think. I'm going to go real surface level and say that I am missing a lot of organization in my life lately. I feel like a lot of areas and spaces in my home are just chaotic. And I know that's ironic considering thriving in chaos, but I really do feel like some areas of my home are just getting out of control. Like I need a full-on overhaul. I need one of those trash cans, those big trash cans that they use for construction zones so that I can just like wipe the slate clean and get rid of. But I have like a really hard time getting rid of things I know or think that I know I will use in the future. And so I don't want to throw it away because throwing it away equals me having to buy it later. And so yeah, I feel like there's a lot of just organization, and I try to be organized, and there are some spaces in my home that are very organized and it's working well. But I live in a household of 5 and not everybody follows the system. And so I will spend a lot of time creating this organization, and then a month goes by and I go and look at that area again and it is completely unorganized and not being followed. And that's frustrating. It's frustrating to go and do so much work on an area and then nobody else kind of follows it. For me, I would say I need some organization. I need some simplicity in my life, and that is definitely missing from it. So, what about you guys? What is missing from your life lately? All right, let's get started with this video. Okay, so we are going to be tracking my finances for the very first week of December. Can you believe it? December. I can't even. But we need our December calendar here. This is my expense tracker. If you'd missed the video that I made of me decorating this up, you can feel free to go watch that. It's very cathartic in my mind to watch somebody sticker up their stuff. But We're going to be working with this very first week of December. If this is the first time watching one of my WTF Wednesday videos, this is how it works. So every Wednesday, I go over the past week of online expenses using my bank account. Don't think I have just this brilliant memory and I remember everything that I spent. No, I go through my bank account every Wednesday and I write down all the expenses that happened from the last Wednesday on to this next Tuesday. And so I just go by what date it came out of my bank account, and that is the date. So I don't sit here and try and remember, oh, what day was that we bought that? Because that's just too much. That's too complicated. It's very easy for me to just go with the date that's on my bank account. So when it cleared my bank is the day that is put on here. And these are only online expenses. So if there is a purchase that we made that we actually pulled the cash from and paid in cash, I don't put that on here. This is just to track my online expenses. I also use stars to congratulate myself when no expenses came out of my bank account that day. This is what I like to call no spend days. At the beginning of every month, when I am decorating these up, I make a goal for myself to reach a certain amount of no spend days. And that's just to help me curb costs. So this month I did 12 no spend days, which seems to be the number I like the best right now. And especially in this time of year, I've been really kind of worried if I would even hit that. And so far I have. So we're going to keep going with that. So 12 no spend days is what I have this year, and we'll see how many I'm able to get this time. And just so you know, this system works really well when you already have an online buffer, whether that's an account buffer that you've built up over time, or if you're using maybe some cash that you have taken to the bank because it's just getting too bulky in your envelopes and you put that into the bank. You can use that as a petty cash, if you will, as long as you pay it back. And that's really the key. So for me, I do have an online account buffer, and that's what I use to make my various purchases. And then we go back and replace that money into the bank account. Typically, I try to say each week, but lately here it's been maybe twice a month that I go and actually make a deposit. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started with my purchases. And I do not have anything coming out on Wednesday. Now, if you watched my last WTF Wednesday video, you know that I did grocery shopping on this day, but that didn't come out until the 3rd. So that's the date we're going to go with when it clears my bank account. So no spend day on that day. And then on the 2nd, I did have a small Publix purchase. Publix is our local grocery store here. It's pretty much one of the only grocery stores I have near me. And that was for $28.79. And then we did do our full grocery shopping. We did that last week together on my WTF Wednesday video. And that was, the bottom line ended up being $430.49. So if you watched that and you saw that it was $456, that's what it was. And then as my grocery shopper found deals, or if something was out of stock or anything like that, then that number will change. And that's why I don't write it down here. I wait for the bottom line. And once that comes out, then I know how much it actually was. So that's how much it was. And then, guys, I had no spend days on the 4th and the 5th. That's it. Seriously? And part of me thinks that this is possibly because my bank doesn't do any kind of business on the weekends. I don't know. And if so, oh well, I will still count that. On the 6th, we have a Peach Pass. Now, I do not have any more money in my Peach Pass envelope, so we're going to have to pull that from something else for now. And then I think that's it on the 6th, and we move on to the 7th, where my husband had to get some gas in his truck because we took 2 cars, and so he had to put a little touch of gas in here, and he did $25 for that. And then we had 2 purchases my hubby had to make on the same day, one being UPS because he shipped out one of his baskets. And the shipping cost was $47.47. It was crazy. And then he also went and got some more wood supplies, and that was $32.10. Yeah, he is still getting orders for baskets. Crazy enough. So he gets orders and he just makes them and has them shipped out, but shipping costs, depending on where it's going, is super high. It's crazy. But anyway, so that is it. That's all the purchases we have today, which makes this very, very easy. And I'm going to go ahead and plug these into my tracker here. And this is what I use to kind of help me categorize it out to make sure that I don't skip anything. We can even see if it's a need or a want, make sure that everything is accounted for and where it came from. I do this every single week. This helps me be able to just track my spending and see where I'm headed. And as you can see, as it gets closer to Christmas, these purchases get bigger and bigger. But I mean, what can you do? You just have to live with the holiday expenses. It is what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and fill these out really quick. I'll probably speed this up for you guys so that it makes it a little bit quicker. And yeah, we'll get back together and we'll start unstuffing some envelopes. Alright, stop right there. I just realized that I missed something. I did not write down this Amazon. And this was for my daughter's Christmas present. I did not expect to have to buy it. It was this whole thing. But yeah, so I ended up buying a Christmas present there. Okay, back to what we were doing. All right, so we have finished that. And now is the fun part where we unstuff some envelopes and replace that money back into my bank. Starting with groceries, that was $28.79 and $430.49. That is $459. We'll just do $460 from our grocery buffer. And for the newbies here, I do my grocery cash as prop cash because I like to leave that cash in my bank account so that I can make those purchases since it's a heftier purchase usually. So I keep that money in my bank account and I use prop bills to help showcase that and to help me track what's in my bank specifically for groceries. So I'll go ahead and remove $460. 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, and 60. So that's $460 I'll take out completely. And then that leaves $20, $30, $35, $36. In my grocery fund. Alright, so the next one in here, that means we accounted for this and this. I'm not going to write it down anymore. Alright, the next one in here is Peach Pass, and we're going to be pulling that from miscellaneous because, as I said, Peach Pass is empty completely. So I'm going to pull this from miscellaneous because I know that we have $20 there. So that's $20 that we can pull from that. And I'll just, I'll put it up here. All right, and then the other thing I can pull from for the gas, I was going to pull from extra toiletries here. That would be 10, 15, 20. And then from my pets here. And I'm pretty sure I have a 5, yes. So we can at least account for that unexpected purchase. So 10, 15, 20, 25. And that'll be it from my revolving fund binder. But now I need to go ahead and go to Christmas, which is a long-term binder. And I do this all in prop bill as well. I went ahead and transferred everything to my bank account so that I could make those purchases. And we're going to be pulling from my daughter's envelope here, and we're getting 23. So 10, 20, 22, 23. So that leaves $1 in hers. Plus the 42 I still owe this, so that'll be $43 left in her budget for Christmas. So we accounted for that. And then the next few things is in my unlabeled business binder. One day I will have time and I can do this. But we have our budget supplies here. We have our YouTube giveaway here, which I'm going to go ahead and pull out this money. 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 100. So I'd like to go ahead and have that money in my bank. I'm going to do 1,000 subs. And I'm going to go ahead and do that today, which is the 8th. And I'll just go ahead and put this in my bank so that I am ready to go for Friday's giveaway, so that I can go ahead and pay my 4 winners. I'm glad we came into this envelope. All right, so we're going to go to Wood Fund, so not festivals, but this is my hubby's Wood Fund. And we're going to need to figure out how much that is. So that's 47.47 plus 32.10. That's 79.57. We'll just do 80. So 20, 40, 60, 80. Yeah. And that leaves, let's see, 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 91, and 92. So that accounted for those 2 things, which means we didn't use any of our account buffer, which sometimes I have to use my account buffer, and that is fine. We did use Christmas buffer though, so I'll need to write that down. Alright, so for Christmas buffer we used, I think we said 23. I need to figure that out really quick. Alright, so we had 78 in here and we just removed $23 from it. So that leaves 55. But we are about to stuff this up crazy on Friday. So I hope you guys join me for that video. So that left 55 in my Christmas buffer. And then from sinking funds, we took 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, which I'm going to put here. I'm going to put this over here. So that doesn't really count. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20. So we took 120 from our sinking funds. And now we need to figure out how much in total we have spent this week. So we spent $606.78. And let's make sure we have covered it all. So 460 we took from our grocery buffer, 23 we took from our Christmas buffer, and 120 we're going to deposit back. That's 603. How did we mess that up? So $4. Somehow we missed $4. 20, 30, 60, 80, 100. So this is the YouTube giveaway. So I need to see if I counted this wrong. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, I did count this wrong. So it's 125 there. That explains it. So now we should have 460, 23, and 125. That's 608. That covers that. Very good. All right, so between the two, we have $325 going back to the bank. So I just put this right into my back to the bank envelope, if I can find it. And we have a lot of cash here just because my kids have been making their Christmas purchases. And from last WTF Wednesday, it's still in here. Yes, I know, it's awful. But I will go and deposit this today. I know we get paid Friday, but I just want to go ahead and get this in there because it's going to be a bonus check. So I'm going to have to withdraw a lot anyway. And there's a lot of 100s here, so I don't know if I'm going to be using all of that. So I will be going and making this deposit today. But total in my bank will be depositing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1,000, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 75, 85, 95, 200, 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22. So 222, 1,222 is what is going back into my bank today. I'm going to go ahead and just leave that out since it's going to the bank right after this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. And again, if you have not entered my giveaway, it is still ongoing. The winners will be selected on Friday. So if you've not entered yet, head on over to the last DIY video. In the title, it says it's giveaway time. So head on over to that, watch that video, find out what you need to do to enter. I am giving 4 lucky winners $50 gift cards to Amazon each. So I hope you guys enter that giveaway. You only have a couple days now to get that done, and then on Friday I'll be announcing my winners. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and hit that subscribe button. If you're still watching and you're not subscribed, go ahead, hit it and join my family. I'd love to be your weekly inspiration, and I will see you guys in the next video, which will be most likely Friday's video, cash stuffing, a huge bonus paycheck, and my side hustle. So I'm really looking forward to that. I hope you guys are too. If there is another video in between this and that, it will be doing my nails, hopefully, if I can make time for myself. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video, whichever video that will be. And as always, until next time, bye.